Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I'm here to show you how to do this super easy warm eye look that is perfect for beginners. I'm prepping my skin with a gel moisturizer and sunscreen. And if you guys want to see my complete routine for my extra problematic skin, just be sure to leave a comment down below. The foundation I'll be using does not go well with matte primers, so I'm going to be using the Fenty primer. This does not make my face matte, it doesn't fill in my pores. I only use this when I need a hydrating primer. I'm using my favorite foundation of the month, which is the Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Sahel. I use around 3 to 5 pumps of this on my face depending on the coverage that I want. I prefer a brush application with this product because a sponge just absorbs a lot of it and I get a more seamless airbrushed finish with a brush. I lay down the product on the areas on my face where I need the most coverage, like my cheeks, and then I just use a dome foundation brush to buff it all out. I usually keep my foundation at a medium coverage and then I just go back with the concealer to spot conceal. This is the Nars Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Macadamia. The consistency of this is super creamy and it sets into a velvet matte finish. This base technique allows me to put the product on the areas where I need it the most and end up with a full coverage face without looking super cakey. Now I'm just using a clean sponge to blend everything out. With a light pressed powder, I'm just going to be setting the areas where I'm going to be putting on the bronzer and blush. And that's the perimeter of my entire face. Now I'm gonna be putting on my concealer because I forgot about it earlier. I just make little dots on my inner corners for a daytime look and then I blend it out with a sponge. I'm using the Morphe 350B palette. With a fluffy crease brush, I'm picking up a medium caramel shade for my transition and base. And I actually don't set my lid when I work with neutral colors because I feel like the shadows pop out more. With the Bone Matte Shadow, I'm using this to buff the crease color for a cleaner look. I'm also blending it up to my brow bone as a matte highlight. I'm picking up a warm terracotta shadow with a small tapered brush for a precise application. I'm placing this on the outer edge of my lid and I'm carefully blending it out to my crease. My advice to all my Sink It girls out there is to invest in small tapered eyeshadow brushes because it's so handy when placing pigment on the small areas of the lid. I'm just blending everything out with a fluffy brush. I'm using a champagne highlighter on the center of my lid because I love me some shimmer. And this is gonna balance out the flatness and the darkness of the matte shades we put on earlier. I'm going back to the terracotta brown shade again because I felt like the outer corners needed a little more oomph. I'm highlighting my brow bone with the same highlight I used on my crease. Now I'm tight lining my waterline with a brown liner and I'm smudging it out with a brush. I go for a brown liner when doing a simple look because I feel like black liners are too harsh for my small eyes. Now I'm curling my lashes and applying a thin coat of a waterproof mascara. I'm using a Japanese brand called Heroine, And this has been my favorite mascara ever since the year 2013. Once that's dry, I'm layering on the fiber mascara. I'm using Majolica's Lash Expander. As you can see, the fibers are gripping on the lashes, making them really long and fluttery, which we all like. I'm brushing out the clumps with a spoolie. Next, I'm going to be setting my under eyes with a banana powder from the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. This powder is super smooth and brightening, so it's lightweight enough for your under eyes. And moving on to the bronzer, I'm using Hoola from Benefit, snatching the hollows of my cheeks, around my forehead, and on my jawline. Now with the powder that matches my skin tone, I'm gonna be blending the edges of the bronzer. I'm using the blush from the same palette, which is California, blending it on the apples of my cheeks and connecting it on the bridge of my nose for a sun-kissed look. And y'all know that I love blush so much, so I'm layering on another one from Nars, which is Orgasm. And look how tiny this is! This has some gold shimmer in it, so I'm placing it above my cheeks and blending it to my cheekbones. I'm contouring my nose with the same bronzer and a shader brush. Now I'm baking the sides of my nose to make it look more slender. I'm brushing the extra powder and blending it all over my face. I'm setting my face with my favorite drugstore setting spray. I'm blending everything again with my sponge. This is the highlight palette I've been using from the beginning of the video. And now I'm mixing two shades for my face highlight. I'm blending everything again with the sponge, and now off to the lips. My current fave is the Sunny's Face Fluff Matte in the shade Baked. I'm gonna be putting on some Fenty gloss, and that's it for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and please thumbs up this video if you guys liked it. Bye!